What's up, you guys? It's your girl Rosie Bright Eyes here with the video for you. This is a highly requested video that I keep getting messages about. So if you're new to my channel and just tuning in for the first time, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you are one of my returning subscribers, then welcome back to my channel. This is for you guys who have requested this video. So I've did two other videos about no contact, and I did a Q&A which answered some of the questions that I got about that video. So this video is just kind of going to be about the no contact, but it's kind of going to break it down a little more because I keep getting questions about it. So it's basically going to be for that girl or guy who if you're always the one doing the chasing, you're always the one trying to get that person back, I'm going to tell you what to do to get that person back, basically. And if you're a guy watching this video, you got to excuse me if I'm always saying him or his or boyfriend, but just apply it as if I was speaking to a guy. Insert girlfriend or her or she, wherever I would say he. So I'm gonna get right into it. I can't promise you that this video is not going to be long because when I get on this subject, it really, I have to go into details to make sure that y'all understand it. Sorry, I'm looking wild. I haven't did my hair. I don't have on makeup or nothing. So if I'm looking rough, y'all, just give me a pass for the day, okay? Um, okay, and so oh, let me put this disclaimer out there. I am not a professional therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, relationship expert. I just do these videos based off my own personal experience and what has worked for me and what has worked for others that I've given them my own advice. So that's how I do my videos, based off of that. So I'm gonna just get right into it. So if you have broken, more than likely, if you're watching this video, you done already broke up with your significant other and you're wondering how to get them back. So I'm gonna tell you this: if you're always the one who is doing the chasing, when he leaves, you're calling him, you're texting him, you're apologizing, you're basically pursuing him, trying to get him back, then stop right there. I'm gonna tell you. So if a guy walked out on you, or a girl, if a guy or girl walked out on you and they don't want nothing to do with you, let them go. I cannot say it enough. Let them go. Especially if you want them back, what you don't want to do is go chasing them. So I'm gonna tell you how this works. I'm gonna have to use the example of humans being compared to dogs. If I let my dog out, if I let her out, well, not this dog, she listens, but I had another dog. If I let that dog out, that dog is gonna run. It's gonna want me to chase him. And sometimes when I let my Bella out, she get hyper and she wants me to chase her. So if I let her out, she want me to chase her. As long as I'm chasing her, she's gonna keep running. When I stop and I turn around and I stop chasing her, she comes back to me. And I'm saying this because men and women, I guess. But I definitely know most men, they want you to chase them. And what that does is it gives them control over you. And my lighting keep going in and out, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm using my natural lighting today. Um, but anyway, like I was saying, they're like dogs. What they want you to do is to keep chasing them. So the example I use, as long as I keep chasing my dog, she's gonna keep running because she wants me to keep chasing her. She thinks it's a game. She think I'm playing with her. So when I stop chasing her, I turn around, I walk, and I sit down, she comes back to me. So the point is, if you're chasing a guy, as long as you're chasing him, he's not going to stop running. You know why? Because he liked the chase. He liked that you're pursuing him. He liked the attention. It gives him a sense of power over you. And what you don't want is a guy thinking that they got power over you. Because I had a guy, I'm going to tell you, I was so into this guy. We had been together for years. And this guy told me, he said, we got into an argument or something, and in the beginning, when we first got together, if we was to fall out or break up or anything, he would, call me, beg me to come back, show up at my house, beg, show up at my job, begging to get me back, anything he could do to get me back. But then it got to a point where we broke up for about a year. We broke up, and that last breakup, I was wanting him back. So I was calling, texting, begging, blowing him up, saying everything that I could to get him back. And so when we got back together, it was that off and on breaking up thing. But every time we would break up, it wouldn't be my fault every time. It was never, I've never cheated on him or anything like that. It would be something like my attitude, and he'd get mad and leave. And I'm gonna get on another subject. I'm gonna get on that topic in a little bit. But he would get mad and leave, and I'll be the one begging him to come back, saying come home and all this. And he got used to that. So as long as I was chasing him, I was calling him, I was texting him, I was blowing. God would go show up at his job and tell him, look, I want you to come home. As long as you're doing that, he's not going to come back because you're giving him power. And I had him tell me, because I do all that stuff, I'm sure that's where he got it from, because I was doing all that stuff. We had an argument one day. He told me, he came out his mouth, he said, I'm your God. I'm God to you. And I was like, what? And that wasn't the first time he said it. He done said it to me 2 or 3 times before over the years. He told me that he's God to me. And he felt that way. I'm sure it was because I was chasing him. He told me, oh, you can't live without me. If you put me out, you'll just be calling me 2 days later begging me to come back. Or when you put me out, you showing up at my job, you blow me up, you text yourself to death and try to get me back. You do whatever it is that you can to get me back. I'm God to you. I got power over you. You can't live without me. And the last time he said that to me, that hurt me so bad that I made a promise to myself that next time he leaves, I would not do the stuff that I would do before, because obviously he took my love. I felt like when I was like trying to get him back for when we had kids and everything, I felt like, I didn't want to just let it go. I didn't want to just give up easily. I didn't want my family apart. Um, I was just doing whatever it is to let him know, that I love you and I want to work this out, regardless of how stupid it made me look. I would go to his job. I knew his schedule, so I would go to his job, to the parking deck where I know what time he could be there. So I show up like 20 minutes before and sit and wait for him before work and talk to him. And but that would only be after I'd attempted to call and text him a million times and he won't respond. That's what he'll do, and I'll touch on that in a second as well. So he felt like he was God to me and I can't live without him because I was doing that. Well, really, I just loved that man so much that I didn't want to give up on him. Like, that was love. But he mistaked it for like some kind of obsession or whatever. So what I'm saying is, when you doing this, you giving that guy power. When you chasing him, when you calling, you texting him, and you doing all that, you may think in your head that, oh, you're convincing this man how much you love him and you want to work this out and be with him. But in his head, he's thinking, oh, I got power over her. Oh, I got her right where I want her. I got control over her. And he's in control of the situation. So do not chase him. Don't call, text, none of that. When that guy get mad and he want to leave, and let him go. And I promise you he's going to come back. Now, I'm going to touch on the subject that about the leaving thing. So I was with this guy, same guy. When we argued, he could never talk about our problems or whatever. He would get mad every time we argued. He would leave. And I'm talking, first it started, he would leave for like a day and then come back. Then he would leave for like a week, come back. Then eventually got to, I think one time he left, we had broke up for like a month. And he came back after that. Then the most recent, I mean, not the most recent, the last time he had left for like 2 weeks and then came back. And each time, all those times I say he left and came back, those comebacks was because I was pursuing him. I was going to his job. I was calling him. I was texting him. I would text him paragraphs. I would inbox him. I would email him. I couldn't inbox him on Facebook because I had him blocked or whatever. I just kept him blocked because I knew every time we fall out, he would block me. But he would be the type to my previous video, I said it unblock you and block you to check up on you. That's what he was doing. So I keep him blocked. Even when we were together, we doing good, I would keep him blocked. But anyway, so all those times he would leave and come back, I was the one pursuing him, begging him to come back, and eventually he would go like days without talking to me. He would ignore the hell out of me. So this is what I want to tell you. So what I was doing, I realized I'm teaching that man that it's okay for him to leave the way that he was doing. So he got so used to being able to leave and come back, and I'm just going to take him back. I trained him to think that, oh, this is how we handle our situation. So when we fall out or she do something that I don't like, or she say something I don't like, or we arguing and I don't feel like being bothered, I just leave for a couple of days and then come back and she's just going to take me back. That's what I was teaching him. So I had to realize, like, hold up, you know what? I've been letting him get away with it. I would not make it hard for him to come back. Like, as soon as when he leave, he gone for days, and then he decide he want to come back. Oh, I just take him back. We don't talk about our problem. We don't talk about what went wrong, what happened, what caused it. He just come back like nothing even happened. So in his head, he thinking it's okay for him to just leave, go do whatever the hell that it was that he was doing. We wasn't together, and then come back and everything is fine. So you gotta think, if you're allowing somebody to do that, man, male or female, you better stop that right now. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's never gonna stop. As long as what you do, you train a person on how to treat you. And if you keep allowing them to leave and come back, that's letting them know that you're not going anywhere. So when that person leave this time, if you're watching this video because you just broke up with somebody and they left you, let them go. Let them go. This is where the no contact rule and self-respect is going to come together, because at some point you just got to say, look, that's enough. Enough is a fucking enough. Sorry, y'all. This shit gets to me. So I'm just keeping it real. So yeah, so you got to say enough is enough. And don't go chasing them. Don't call. Don't do nothing, because I'm going to tell you. Normally, now that last time, normally what I would have done when he left me, normally that first day, as soon as he leave, I would start calling, texting. He would ignore me that whole day, would not respond, when answer no calls. Day 2, I wake up 8 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't even sleep that night, calling, texting. Oh, I miss you. I want you to come home. I'm sorry. I ain't even did nothing wrong, and I'm apologizing, saying I'm sorry. He'll ignore me that whole day, wouldn't say nothing. 3, 4, 5 days go by, he still ignore me. And that's something I'm going to touch on in a second too after I get off this. But he would ignore me. And then out of all that ignoring, that's when I would go to his job. And when I go to his job and I would plead with him or whatever, say I'll do this and that if you come home, and he'll say no, I'm not coming back. But then later on that day, he would always come back. So I was teaching that guy that that's okay. So that last time when he decided he wanted to get mad and leave over something, so I think I had slapped him. But what I was trying to do, I was trying to knock something off his head, like his hat. He had his hat on, and we was kind of like getting into it about something real stupid. So I tried to, like, you know how you just like play with somebody and like try to knock their head off the head. That's what I tried to do, but I ended up hitting his face or whatever, and didn't mean to. And he just got up and went off. And I apologize because I didn't mean to hit the guy. I really did not. And I'm gonna tell you right this: you do not put your hands on nobody, male or female. You do not abuse them. You don't put your hands on them. That's not what I was trying to do. So. Sorry, y'all. So that's what had happened that last time. And that last time he got up, he packed his stuff and he left. And when he did that, usually I would be mad. I would like try and piss him off and take his stuff and dump it out as he putting it in, so he'd have a hard time leaving. Or then when he do leave, if he leaves something at the house, I'd be like, oh, I'm a cut this up, I'm gonna throw this out. When he left that last time, I felt Absolutely nothing. I didn't feel sad. I wasn't happy. I was just like numb. I didn't feel nothing. And it concerned me because I was like, this is not normal for me. Usually I would be very upset or I'd be hurt or I'd be crying. I did not feel nothing. I didn't call him that day. I didn't text him. Um, I'm lying. I did text him later that night because I was looking for something of mine. I couldn't find it, and I texted him and I was like, I know you got it, and that's petty that you took it. And so he didn't respond or whatever. He actually had immediately blocked me on. You know, you could tell when somebody block you from their phone, like you can't call them and go straight to voicemail. He had blocked me. He was that mad. He had blocked me because he was and I'm gonna tell you, he blocked me. This is so funny though. He blocked me because what he was used to is as soon as he leave, I call and I start texting. So he had already blocked me because I tried to call him to, I realized that he had left his stuff. He left a couple of his belongings. I tried to call and tell him, and it went straight to it rung the first time, and I tried to call back, and it rung again. So I see he wasn't gonna answer. I knew he wasn't gonna answer because he was mad. So I texted him. I was like, "You left your stuff," and I tried to call back to see like what he wanted me to do with it. He had blocked me, so I was like, "Okay, well, shit, he must not want his shit." So the next morning he texted me and was like, "Oh, I found your stuff. I didn't mean to take it." He was like, "My stuff that you have there, you meet me with my stuff and I give you this." And at that point, first of all, I felt like he was trying to control me at that point. Like, you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do or I'm not gonna get my stuff back? It don't work like that. You're not gonna do that because I ain't trying to keep your stuff. I told you left it here and I was giving you an opportunity to come back and get it. You're not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I got your stuff and you got my stuff over there at your house. And if you want your stuff, you gotta bring it to me." No, because I didn't tell you to leave. If you want your stuff, you come get it. I'll sit it outside for you. You don't even have to see me. So I was like, you know what? Whatever that thing that he had, it was he messed around and took my TV remote. So I was like, you know what? Let me call this cable company and figure out how to program this other remote because he can keep that if that's how it is. So I didn't respond. I ain't text. So day one, I ain't text him. I ain't call him. Day two, I ain't text a call. Day three, I ain't text a call. And what's funny is because remember I told you when I found out that he left his stuff, I tried to call. He had already blocked me. So that tells you right there he was expecting me to do what I normally do all the time, which is chase after him. I decided I wasn't going to do that. That last time he told me he was God to me. So didn't chase him, didn't do nothing. So I'm going to tell you how the man's mind works. I'm a female, but I know how it works because I've been through this so many times. So first time you do that, this is for the ones who's always doing the chasing after they leave you. The first time when they leave and you don't chase after them, that first time, the first thought going through their head is why? Why she ain't chasing me like she normally do? Why she ain't calling me and texting me like she normally do, begging me to be with her, trying to stop me from leaving? Second question gonna be who? Who got this girl to the point where she ain't even chasing after me no more? She ain't calling me, she ain't texting me, she ain't even trying to get me back. Third action gonna be him calling you, texting you to see what it is that you're doing because this shit is just blowing his mind that you're not even thinking about him. You may be thinking about him, but you ain't showing him that you're thinking about him. So he gonna call, "What's up? How you doing?" Something like that. "Oh, I'm just checking on you." Or he might even try to, my nigga would, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say nigga. That's just how I talk, y'all. I'm street a little bit. But my dude would text me because he knew, like, we was very intimate, so he knew I was a little nasty. He know what I like to do or whatever. So he would text me something that he think sexually was gonna give me some. "Oh, you wanna blah 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 blah. I ain't gonna take out all the stuff we do." So he'll send me a nasty little text message. This is how we used to talk to each other, and try to get me to respond or whatever. So that's the third action. He's gonna hit you up. Fourth action, if you ignore that text or that call, fourth action is gonna be him calling or texting you, begging you to be back with him. He's going to be texting, I'm sorry, I miss you, I shouldn't have left, I want to come home, something of that nature. This is how it's gonna go. I'm telling you, this is how it's gonna work. If you've been with this person for over a year and y'all been that back and forth stage, and you always, you know, you're not wrong, but you always, you know, you trying to make your little relationship work or whatever. I'm telling you, this is how it's gonna go. So don't chase after that man. I don't care what you got to do. Keep yourself busy. Find you a homegirl to go out with. Go chill at her house. Tell her to come over. Y'all have girls' night. If you're a dude, I don't know what y'all do when y'all break up, but you don't want to do. Don't go out and sleep with the first guy because you're gonna take two L's. First, you're gonna think that's making him jealous. It's not. Two, it's gonna be a nigga. It's gonna be a dude that don't even give a damn about you. He just wanted something. So now you done gave this to some dude. Don't give a damn about you, and your ex don't even care if you done did it. So don't do that. Just keep busy. The main thing is do not chase him. Okay? That's what I want you to understand. Do not chase him. I gotta get up in the camera and tell y'all this. Do not chase after him or her. Okay, y'all, I had to get face to face with y'all so y'all understand. That's the main point. Please. It's gonna be hard. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard. If you look, if you got to, I wish I had a piece of paper so I could write this down. I'm gonna write this down. If you got to call your, hold on, y'all. Oh, anyway, I can't do it. Oh, so here it is. If you gotta call your homegirl at 2 o'clock in the morning because you're thinking about texting her, you better have your friend that you can do that. And if not, you better hit this up right here. This right here is an underscore. Where is it? This is an underscore. So it's Rosie underscore Bright Eyes. Hit me on Instagram. Inbox me. I don't care what you got to do. If you need some advice, you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to talk to just until you feel like you don't want to talk to that person no more. I'm going to be your homegirl. I'm going to be that homegirl to be like, look, don't you call him. Look, don't you call her. Wait till they call you. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. I have never seen it not work. It's gonna work. A lot of people don't have friends. I don't really have friends that I could talk to like that. So if you need somebody to talk to, inbox me. Send me a message on here. I get the notification. I respond. I prefer you to do it on Instagram because it might. I don't even know. It may be a day or two before I see that YouTube message. You know what I mean? So hit me on Instagram. See if I can pull up my Instagram so y'all can see. Make sure I spelled it right, y'all. Yeah, this is my Instagram right here. Can y'all see that? Rosie underscore Bright Eyes. So follow me on Instagram. Send me a message if you need somebody to talk to. Keep your mind off of that ex. I'm here. I don't do nothing but make money during the daytime, go to work. I can respond while I'm at work. If I'm not doing that, I'm making videos for y'all. So this video is too long, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope I helped y'all with the dog comparison. That's the best way I could put it. The more you chase the dog, the more that dog gonna run. When you stop chasing that dog, it'll finally come back. Because they think it's a game. To them, it's a game. And when if it's a guy, they getting that ego boost. You boosting their ego. They thinking, oh, I got her right where I want her. She ain't going nowhere. She gonna keep on. I could go out here and do whatever it is that I want to do. And when I turn around, she gonna be right there, still chasing me. When I turn around, she gonna be right there, still waiting on me to come back. No, it don't work like that. No, no, no. Y'all see I swing that ponytail? Y'all, it's nappy. I need it done. I don't be feeling like doing my hair though. But back to the subject. Yeah, it don't work like that. So you show them that you can live without them. You ain't thinking about them. You may be thinking about them, but don't tell them that you are. So I'm gonna end this video because this is entirely too long, and I don't even want to be uploading no 30-minute video. So if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Your best bet your best way to reach me is Instagram. Again, this is my Instagram. That's an underscore sign, not a dash. Okay, I got a cold, y'all. I'm sniffling. But yeah, that's that. And I will see y'all next time. Again, this video is kind of like my last one. I mean, I don't know how many different ways to put it. If you got specific questions, you can ask me and I'll answer those if you need me to. But that's I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The main thing, do not chase them. Do not contact them. Um Normally they say 30 days, but normally it's not gonna last that long. After about 2 weeks, they're gonna be hitting you up if you apply to no contact properly. Um, Sorry. If you apply to no contact properly, they will be hitting you up by that third week. I'm telling you. And if not, then let them go. Maybe you don't need them. So that is all that I have for you guys today. And I thank you for watching. If you're still watching with crazy old me, then I salute you, because this is a long ass video. And I basically said what I said in my last video, but it was some people who kind of wanted me to break them down, give them an example, and hopefully I did that for you. If I didn't, shoot me a message and I will answer it. I thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that has watched this video. And if you watched it to the end, I appreciate you even more, and I love you. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.